Hi, it's me, Sarang. Today we are gonna talk about AUG 5.56mm in Warzone. Are you tired, run down, listless? Do you poop out at parties? Are you unpopular? The answer to all your problems is in this little guide. That's right, the ultimate AUG 5.56mm guide to solve all of your problems. A quick note. This guide is for AUG with the 5.56mm ammo conversion attachment specifically. In my personal opinion, the 9mm AUG isn't that great for Warzone. Now, with that being said, let's get started. AUG's default range is between 13 and 40 meters. Under 30 meters, AUG does 39 base damage. Upper torso shots deal 42 and headshots 50. Before I go on to how the damage drops at higher ranges, I want to point out how insane those numbers are. 42 damage on an upper torso shot under 13 meters is huge. That is the same damage most assault rifles do with 5.56mm ammo on headshot. So, if we go forward to between 13 and 40 meters, your base damage is 28, 30 for an upper torso shot, and 36 for a headshot. Going further to above 40 meters, and you drop down to 23 damage base, 25 for upper torso, and 29 for a headshot. So, as you can see, not the worst damage drop off. All of this together against an enemy with 3 armor plates equipped gives us 455 milliseconds without any headshots. That is the fastest hit gauge for any weapon in Warzone. The recoil pattern technically goes up and to the left, but it's mainly up. There is also a bit of a troublesome random side-to-side bounce, which isn't something you can really learn to control with muscle memory. In overall, the recoil on this gun is quite horrible. So, when should you use this gun? We've seen its features, the incredible damage, and plus, it looks cool. That means it's the best gun in Warzone and good for anybody to use, right? Wrong. But it is a great gun. Let's get into some of the pros and cons to see if this gun is good for you. On the positive side, we've got, of course, above all others, the insanely fast TTK. You can't go wrong here. It's also got a faster sprint to fire time than assault rifles, while boasting a longer range than SMGs. Great for Warzone, you can increase the magazine size up to 60 rounds. And if you want it as a sidearm, it uses SMG ammo, which means it can pair with an AR easily without hurting on ammo later in the game. For negatives, you've got that random recoil that you just kind of have to deal with. Beyond that, it just doesn't have as many mobility options as some other guns, especially other SMGs. Where it starts out with a fairly bad ADS and movement speed that leaves it lacking there. It's also impossible to build for everything at once, making it a good one-trick pony but not very adaptable in game. My personal favorite build uses the monolithic suppressor, 5.56 NATO 30 round mags, stapled grip tape, and sleight of hands, then an optic of your choice. The reason I like this build is because it gives a range boost of 7.5%, a nice sprint to fire speed of 8%, 35% faster reload speed, and the gun has some suppression, which is essential for my playstyle. Depending on the optic you choose, you'll have a negative of between 0.2 and full frames for your aim down sight speed. You also take a small hit to your aiming stability. Overall, this build has okay mobility. You won't be able to do as well at long ranges because of the recoil, but this build has the gun about as balanced and adaptable as it can be. Another build I've come up with is a 60 rounds mag build using monolithic suppressor, Merc 4 grip, tech laser, and of course the 5.56 NATO 60 round mag. You get a 7.5% boost to range, 8% faster sprint to fire speed, enhanced hipfire accuracy, and sound suppression. You do lose out on some ADS and movement speed, and your laser is visible to enemies on aim down. So, this build makes the gun way heavier, but it's meant to be more powerful in certain situations. With the fast TTK and big magazine size, you can mow down multiple enemies by yourself. But this build's mobility goes from AUG's bad to even worse, meaning you will have to play into this. Rather than flanking or outrunning your enemies, you will need to outsmart them so you can get into range. It's not for everybody, but a quick-minded player can really own with this build. A question I've gotten a few times is, why no barrel? The longest barrel extends the range by only about 5 meters, and the lightweight barrel extends it by 4 meters. While the range bonuses they have are not that great, the penalty on mobility they have is somewhat big. And that on a gun that suffers in the mobility department already? It has a faster TTK than any other gun under 30 meters, and beyond that range, the recoil gets strong enough that it's not easy to hit a target properly, regardless of the barrel you choose. This gun just isn't made for those ranges. Both extended barrel and long barrel technically do help with the recoil. However, it's almost unnoticeable. And those two barrels are quite identical when it comes to recoil control. My goal is to share objective data I've got with people so that they can try things out and find their own favorite setups. I'm only suggesting some example builds to give them something to start with, not to insist my build is the best build no matter what. So please mind your word choice when you share your opinion. There have been a few people being very aggressive or insulting, calling my guide a garbage, insisting their build is better. My build aren't the best. They are just examples to help people who don't know where to start. If your build works better for you, that's so cool. You can even feel free to share it and we can discuss the differences. But please don't just trash talk all of my hard work. While your kind comments truly encourage me and make me happy, those kinds of mean comments really hurt my feeling. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and I will see you on the next guide. Bye bye.